We're almost coming to the end of this clip on the Memorandum for Council for New Zealand Police. This one is dated 18th of June 2024. Independent Police Conduct Authority is also joint with this. I joint them together on this statement of claim. So they're both jointly charged, but there's no counsel at the moment for the Independent Police Conduct Authority. That's actually the court's job to actually contact the counsels or the deputy registrar of the case. It's not for the for the plaintiff to contact them or try and find out who is the counsel for Independent Police Conduct Authority or any parties in that matter. That is the job of a case officer, to do all that kind of thing as a follow-up. So at this stage, Independent Police Conduct Authority has no counsel, but it is up to the courts to actually find out or allocate a counsel for this party. However, it was the judge that made the direction and to notify Meredith McConnell for the New Zealand Police. So it took a while for them. I was just waiting for the courts to let me know who the counsel was, because that's the usual procedure as a court deputy registrar. And saying that, I ended up going into the courts and talked to the case officer myself, and I actually said to her she was new. So that's what I'm finding. I'm getting new case officers, or if it's a new case officer, they're changing case officers all the time, which is an unfair to my case. And that's the same thing also with the judges. I find they change judges too. That's also unfair on my case because of the complexity of my file. They're getting different people all the time. So the people that gets to know the file leaves, and then they get someone fresh on the scene, and they don't know the background or the historical background in regards to the case. So that is what I'm finding that's been happening to my case. Criminally, I would say it is a court conspiracy, a corporate body conspiracy, the way the case is managed. I have felt exploited, like I'm the exploited target product, and my files all these years have also been exploited, like, you know, going all over the place, different people handling it. And of course, when that is continuous, you know, it's quite clear that it's a privacy invasion. And so many people are reading my private confidential information, and some of the people that are actually the defendant or actually in these complaints, it's their relatives. That's what I'm finding, and I've had reason to believe that some of the people that I talk to on the phone or who is actually case managing my case, they're either their friends or relative. They know about the case, and that's where all the intentional sabotage and just the impeding of the whole case itself and helping the Crown win their case, and that comes under the mix match evidence. So what I'll do is this is actually finished. I just wanted to go over just a few things I think that's kind of relevant. What I have found really concerning about the way, you know, all this is going on, the evidence in the way it's written by the Crown. What the councils are actually writing about is the actual statement of claim. I know I haven't shown anyone my claims yet, but it's definitely not as how the council has described. So there, there was a lot of concern about everything, about my whole case. That they actually diverted it to me being the person abusing the court system. That is what I found historically, like the way that they have treated my file and the confidentiality of my personal information in the court case. They've made it like kind of a joke, like it's funny. And this is actually consistent with the public scrutiny that's incited on TV and when I go out. Here they've got in point 3.1, council's written, Miss Crichton's claim is largely incomprehensible, and there's just so many other words that they've used. I believe it's a joke. Like, I don't find it funny what they're written. And that's all consistent with the unlawful strikes. I'm just going to go briefly over some of the things that I feel I just need to just kind of elaborate a little bit more on it, and then I'm finished with this memo, and then we'll go on to the next stage of the New Zealand police case. So keeping in mind, the Crown, the judges do know that this case is public. So I'm not breaking any laws because I haven't consented anything to be private about me right from when I knew I lost my privacy, because I knew I was being discriminated against. And I needed public intervention, or, I needed some kind of intervention because I knew it was against corporate bodies, and I knew that my case was absolutely inhumanely serious. And some of the information here on the council's claim it kind of links with the other cases that I've already talked about on that's the episodes on my YouTube channel. It's a Category 4 case in the Crimes Act. But this is different because the things that I'm walking everybody through, and the case that I'm walking everybody through, it's after the fact case. I'm just going to do just a quick clip on the penalties of organisations and any government agencies when they, have done very serious misconducts or very serious violent offences. This includes anyone in government organisation according to the laws, the penalties and the actual pecuniary penalties, it's called, and criminal liability. So a case like mine is a very serious case, of course, because there's a lot of very serious indictable criminal offences. So in hindsight, the case itself is worth a lot more money, but according to the laws, and I'm just going through this because I think this is really important to make sure that they don't get away with it. With my situation I've been representing myself legally in court since 2016, but the case has been sabotaged and turned into a monopoly game sort of a thing. So this is where I got the amount. This is not, it clearly says here, for an individual who commits an offence is liable to $500,000 fine or both, which means they can get a conviction too. But it is a case-by-case basis. So individuals can actually get sued $500,000 and a conviction or both. And over here it clearly says it's $10 million. Also for organisations, because organisations and corporate bodies are all treated as an individual. So this is where I got the $10 million for each organisation. So I thought I'd just put that up to make sure that they don't get away with it. But this is what is actually happening secretly behind the scene. I'm doing everything myself, so it's been frustrating. So when I go out, different people come out and they're playing games with my life when I'm by myself. It's dangerous, really. It's not acceptable for anyone to go through what I've gone through. But I don't know who's doing it. But the everything is staged, and they're staging people in my space when I do go out, just to go to the shops, and doing their indirect, whatever they want to call it,